I wanted to run something by you involved in a conversation I had with former State Senator Don Huffines, friend of mine, tough border hero, and he couched it in terms of we've got to to get Mexico to cooperate. Whatever that would even mean, because I've always viewed protecting our border as an American problem. I don't even know what we want Mexico to do, but he had a kind of a multi-pronged idea, and one of them involved getting tough on them economically by banning remittances, that if you're not a citizen, you can't send money south of the border. Is that the kind of thing that would deliver a sting to Mexico to get them to act better, whatever acting better means?
I'm not sure about the mechanics, the legal mechanics of doing that, or even the logistical mechanics of taxing remittances. I don't know if it's going to take a act of Congress or something like that. But I do know from experience, recent experience, that the Mexican government responds very well to sticks, diplomatic sticks. When Trump was in office, he said, hey, we're going to tax your exports to the United States. We're going to tariff them progressively up to 28% on all products if you don't do what we need you to do on our immigration policy, our initiatives. Remain in Mexico, COVID pushbacks. We're going to take away your security assistance money that we give you in the hundreds of millions of dollars right now if you don't do it. And the Mexicans complied fully, held back the tide in their southern provinces, and all but closed their own borders down, did deportations, all kinds of stuff going on down there.
It's amazing.
They're doing it right now for the Biden administration. The Biden administration in December went down there, cut some kind of a deal. We don't know whether they were carrots or sticks or what, but until the November 5 election, they've got a deal for the Mexicans to really hold the tide back, and they are doing that. I've been to Mexico 2 or 3 times, interviewing the soldiers, watching the operations personally, and it's working. They're chasing down immigrants and tackling them and putting them on airplanes and buses and sending them back down to the south. It's a big secret as to what exactly the administration did to get them to do that, but it's certainly doable.
What is the Mexican government mindset as waves of their people cross our borders to come here? I'm thinking that in an odd way, the Mexican government might lament the loss of good, hardworking, solid citizens, but celebrate the loss of people who might be a drain on the social service system. So it's kind of the coin flipped of what we get. Do we get some honest, hardworking folks? Yeah, I guess we do. But do we also get some folks who are going to go immediately on welfare? Yeah, we do. What does the Mexican government think about the waves of people from their country to ours?
Well, first of all, a quick correction on that is that most of the people coming into the U.S. under this border crisis are not from Mexico or even Central America anymore. A lot of
OTMs, yep. No.
Yeah, they're Venezuelans, and they're from 150 other countries. This thing is the most multinational we've ever seen. Mexicans do, of course, come through, but the Mexican government has its own self-interest, and that is we don't want to get stuck with the hot potato. We don't want to be stuck to care for hundreds of thousands of people. We want what they want, which is to pass the hot potato onto the U.S. So if nobody checks the Mexicans, they're going to send them through. That's the way it works. All those countries south are going to send them through. Nobody wants to get stuck with them. And that's their mentality. The only way, that's their national interest, unencumbered by any other external factors. The way to make it their national interest is when you say tariffs, when you say, I'll give you $100 billion, then it becomes in their national interest to shut things down.
The stick. Excellent. Todd, we always appreciate you. Everybody go follow Todd on Twitter at Bensman Todd and get your copy of Overrun, How Joe Biden Unleashed the Greatest Border Crisis in U.S. History. Todd Bensman, always appreciate